the shift models that we use is to impact and let sustainability to happen. So being a shifter, I was able to be capacitated with how to conduct a campaign, but also an initiative that is long-lasting. I realized that in terms of waste management, it is one of the ways that I can also use to teach the students that I'm teaching on how to use waste management. We were able to learn about humanizing the problem, using human-centered design for us to be able to realize what problem is there in our community and how can we solve it. Here in Malawi, we have the issue of having minimal resources in presentation of particular concepts. For example, Western books. So we study literatures like The Pearl, Macbeth, but because of the background of these books, it is hard for the students to be able to understand what they're learning. So using the same strategy of humanizing the problem, so I was able to use the same strategy to come back here as a teacher and then use it to create costumes for the books that they're studying in class.
This speaking of papers, before the surroundings were not looking perfect, but the way that we are picking these papers and the plastic bottles, the environment is looking perfect.
Well, since Desi's approach used practical ways, I think it actually made us remember more, since it was educative but in an entertaining way. In my recent MSc exams, I got a distinction in English, which was really amazing. As I was writing the exam, I had to remember what I was reciting as a poet, what others were acting, and how it all came together through the exam.
My students are now environmentally conscious. Like, they would see you throwing a bottle and they say, no, madam, we can use that, we can use that to make earrings. No, madam, we can use that to make bangles. And this is just a show of how there has been a behavioral change. And in the education side, they're able to retain information because they're using something which is very peculiar to them.